Wow.
So I see, it was really good. It was like a crash course boot camp.
Right.
So if you could have the most, it's like a very pressured situation to grow the best, the most in a very short period of time. That's what it was.
Well, and I think you're saying these things because people are in that place right
Yes, yes.
now.
You might find yourself in there, and that's because you wanted to get yourself into a different place quickly. Maybe you pushed it too far in the direction you shouldn't have been. This is what I did. I wasn't listening to my messages telling me to change course. I waited till the very last possible second and let the universe do it for me.
Yeah.
And when that happened, see, then it meant that there was probably a lot of time that if I would have done it sooner, then it wouldn't have had to be this crash course that I had. It would have had a little bit more subtlety to it. But because I pushed it like that, I didn't listen, then I had to catch up. I had to catch up with my life plan.
Well, and going into this year, 2021, as we're in that age of Aquarius, we're getting some new opportunities coming in and a new way to look at things. And I think that's important too, because I think it was Tamara told us last time that we're going from that earth sign, more physical way to respond, to being in the air sign now, where we're in our minds and we're responding differently now to things. So think about how your life is changing to adjust to that. Everybody's probably going through some sort of life change, whether it's absolutely like you're on cloud nine, everything's going right, or the world's crashing and you're having a Tarot Tower moment, right?
Yeah.
And so,
but as we know, the Tarot Tower it looks horrible, but we know it always represents new, wonderful things coming in. Just you've got to let go of the old in order for the new to come in. That's exactly what that card represents.
Exactly what it does. Yeah. New beginning coming. And it's making room for that new beginning.
You have to let go. You have to let the one crash. It has to completely fall down around you for the new to come in.
Yeah.
So if your world is crashing, wonderful.
Yay. We're so happy for you.
We are.
And if you've been feeling like you want to sleep, I have seen things at the Schumann residence is spiking, that there was a solar flare that was coming in. And so if you're like sleepy or grumpy or moody or just having extra added on to that wonderful thing you're already going through, just know that is happening for us as well.
Yeah, see, and that's energetic stuff. And don't be surprised if you find yourself sensitive to energies. And this is just one more. I mean, there are so many different kind of energies that go on. Just recognize within yourself. This is where it's like this, know what's your energy and what is not. So that's where you can kind of tell if you're being affected by something or someone else, because your energy. And that's where you could go, okay, this isn't mine. But but it takes a little bit to recognize that at first. Sometimes it's like, oh, wait a minute, where is this coming from? What is this? I thought I was okay. And then
so. And so true. Yeah, we go through that. We do have a question here. I haven't got to read through it yet. So this is going to be like, I'm going to read it and we're both going to go, oh, no. Okay, so we have a question. What do you do when you keep getting the same very negative experience over and over? You feel like, I'm going to say, he feels like he's been learning or something that he's supposed to be learning. Same experience keeps popping up. How do you figure out what it is? And then hold on, I have to say, see more. Oh, this is long. Okay. Okay. Well, do we have enough of that? I think we have enough of that question to go off of that.
Right. So that's exactly what it is. It's a pattern. And when you have a pattern going on, it means you're trying to learn something. And if it keeps happening, it means you haven't learned it or haven't completed it exactly the way you would like to. It's like you maybe have done one reaction but you're like, I would like this, and this is on this other level. You're making these plans. So it's like, let's do this again and see if I can do it better this time. And then it happens. And if it's not quite the way you want it, then you'll present it to yourself again. And sometimes even after you feel like, I got this, it's like it'll come back around again just to make sure. It's like a little, I don't like the word test, but it kind of is. It's just to see for yourself where are you really with this situation?
Mhm.
Is that what you find? Or
Yeah. And I've had a lot of, because I do readings as well. So I've had people call and how many times do you get the relationship question? It's like, what do
Yeah.
I do in this relationship? Should I stay or should I go? Well, I don't give answers like that, just so you know. And but what we will look at is what happens if you stay and what happens if you go.
Mhm.
And what I find to be the common thread with the answer for that is, listen, if you love this person, go work it out with this person, because otherwise you're going to leave this situation because it's uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And then you're going to go recreate it with someone else, which means you got to reestablish that relationship. You got to reestablish that level of connection so that you can reestablish that lesson.
Right.
And so why not work it out with the one you're with and just build that relationship? Because once you get to the other side of that, then your relationship's going to be even stronger than it was before.
Mhm.
And now we're not talking about abusive relationships.
Right.
We're just talking about your everyday quarrels and misagreements, and I'm here and they're there, and it's like, go work that out. I mean, sometimes it is about that, but sometimes it's just about go get that lesson.
Yeah.
Are you
And
judging and mirroring each other? And
right, you just said, I was going to say, that's what I was just getting. Remember that others are reflections of ourselves. And so
Yeah.
sometimes it's just showing us those things that we want to work on within ourselves. And so that's why we keep presenting it with another person.
Yeah. And it does show up again. And then like
And
Julie
work
was saying, and then it'll show up again to show you where you're at with it. Where are you meeting it energetically this time? Because it is your lesson. And so
Yeah. Because when you are done with it, it won't show up anymore. It just
Right.
won't. There's no need for it.
Yep. So you're not done. It keeps showing up.
It keeps coming up. Yeah, exactly.